Hello, everyone. We're here with Andy. How are you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, what have you been up to since the show?
So I got my own place now. I'm still waiting on furniture to come. They talk about not until June. I moved in like around April, so I've been literally waiting for a while.
Yeah,
I'm about to take doula classes because I want to be a doula, and just working. So
yeah, that's
that's
cool.
it.
Is doula like the people that help you when you're in labor?
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think they're a little bit more. I think they're a little bit more hands-on than midwives. I think that they stay with you even after you've given birth.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So, who reached out to the show first? Was it you or Harry?
So
Like,
actually, it was neither one of us. So we went TikTok viral, and so they found us and sent us a message and was like, "Would you be interested?" And I never knew about the show before, but I did see like people tagging them, like, "Oh, y'all should be on, y'all should be on." And I so as soon as they actually asked us for like a interview, then I did my research and I was like, "Oh, okay, like
yeah,
let me see what this is about."
yeah. So, someone said you look beautiful.
Yeah.
Hello, chat. Hello, Audra, Supernova. Hello, Brittany. So, how long did you stay in Ohio for when you moved to Ohio? Like,
So I was in Ohio 4 months, like about 5 months. I was there for like
dang.
5 months, almost six. Yeah. So even though they made it seem as if I was only there for like a month or something, no, I was there for months.
So, and you're filming the whole time?
So no, we didn't film the entire time. We probably filmed like I want to say like the month, like maybe the month before I actually left is when we start filming. Like I think I want to say like around I left in January and we started filming it around December.
Yeah. Someone said, "Why weren't your babies on the show?" I've been wondering. You want?
So Nicole was in the show. Nala is not in the show. Nala's actually in the other room. She's home today,
Oh, that's
but
cool.
we didn't want her in it. Her and her dad. She's older now, so yeah, we was like no.
Yeah.
But she has met Harry. She's been around Harry. Like she's come up to Ohio when I was there. We just didn't want her on the show.
Yeah. Is Coco in school yet?
Yes, Coco's in school. Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
she is. Yes,
How's she been doing since she went back to Maryland?
she is
Was it
just
hard on her with like moving away from Harry? Like, did she really notice?
she definitely noticed. Like she was so I think it didn't hit her at first. And so she was just like, oh yeah, I get to be back with my family. Like
Yeah.
I'm excited. And she was excited for that. But then as soon as we kind of got settled in and she noticed that Harry wasn't coming along, that's when she started asking questions like, is he coming? When is he coming? Can I talk to him? And that kind of stuff. But now it's just like out of sight, out of mind for her.
Yeah, yeah. So, let me see. Okay, so yeah, this is what you sent me this morning. Okay, so the whole wedding dress thing.
Yeah,
We kept seeing you in a wedding dress in a preview, and I know we didn't see that scene.
I
So,
know.
when did they film that exactly, and when was that from?
So we filmed that like it was during the summer, and I think we filmed that in Love Dorn, like around the Love Dorn.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be in here because that was originally the plan. Like we were supposed to get married and stuff like that, but then all the cheaterization happened, and then he started putting the brakes on stuff. So I had filled out the marriage registration. So we had I think we had 60 days to pick up the marriage license and then 90 days from there to actually get married.
Yeah.
And so I did that around September. So he was getting out in October, out of the halfway house in October, and I filled it out in September. And then like he's a couple of weeks after I filled it out, he started backtracking like, I think maybe we should wait. And I was just like, well, wait for what? Like, I'm confused. I thought you said these are the things that you wanted. Like, I'm holding you to that. Like, what's going on? And he kind of just was like backpedaling. So I knew something was off.
Yeah. Yeah, and here's the thing that you sent me just to show everybody, like the whole proof that you registered for a marriage certificate. I can't really read that; it's hard to read. This is not a ceremony. So you applied and you registered.
Yeah.
You just didn't
So
follow
it's
through.
registration. Yep, registration, and then you do it like because around that time COVID was real heavy, so you had to do it through Zoom, like to come together and do it on Zoom, and then from there they'll give you a date to come and to pick up the license.
Yeah.
So
Do you still have to pay? Do you still have to pay for that just to like register if you don't follow it through?
So no, luckily no, because I would have been sick. But like we didn't have to, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me look at some comments real quick because some people, a bunch of people are saying you look beautiful.
Thank you.
You got a glow up since you left Harry.
Yes, I do. I'm not stressed anymore. Like I lost so much weight. I was so depressed. Everybody noticed. They was like, "You're like you dressed in baggy. Like you're not doing your makeup. Your hair's never done." It was because I was depressed, guys. Like literally a depression. Because this for y'all, it seems like it just was a month. For me, it was months and months of dealing with like mental and emotional abuse because that's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. Thank you, Lisa, for the super chat. Do you still talk to Harry?
So as of it's been, I want to say it's been maybe like 4 or 5 days. Like I had put my foot down. It's like, don't call anymore. Like I'm over it. You're good. Stay with Terry. Like I'm fine. Trust me.
Yeah.
So as of 5 days, no. But he was, as soon as I went home, the first day that I left, it hit him like, oh shit. And he was like, you really left? Like, why would you leave? Like, I was like, did you think I was going to stay for that? Like, no. And so he literally has been calling since January. We're in May. So yeah, as of 5 days ago, that's.
So you talked to him like 5 days ago, and that was the last time?
That was the last time I was like, yeah, I'm done. Please don't call anymore. Like, we're good. Like, I promise that I'm going to be good. You don't have to check in. Coco's good. Like, we're fine. I promise. Don't waste your
time. So you moved out of Ohio in January then? Is that when that happened? Okay. Yeah. And hang on. Someone asked, why did you stay when he was not staying there still?
So he was staying there, but he just would be disappearing for like a couple of days, sometimes a week, and then he'll come back. So it was times when he was there. And it was good times too. It wasn't always bad. Like we cuddle, watch movies, eat breakfast, like dinner. He made me like the little gel thing, a break, whatever that is. Like he did sweet things, but the bad outweighed the good.
Yeah. Okay, so did you guys get back together after the show then? After you moved back from Ohio, were you guys back together for a while?
So no, we didn't we were still kind of like dealing with one another, like talking a little bit, but we never got back together because he was with Terry. So I was like, as long as that situation is going on, like there's no ending. So, we could chop it up, we can be cool, but it's not going to be that until, y'all, in that. So, and I did go back in February. In February, we ended up hooking up. We had sex. And then after that, I felt gross. Like, I was like, yeah, I can't do stuff like that. I was like, maybe that's what she wanted to do, but Indy's not nobody's side chick. I'm giving main character energy. So no. And then after that, it just like, it fizzled out. But we did have this thing where we was like, we're going to always have each other's back. And that's why I did on social media. Like I was making posts and having his back. And then the same energy wasn't returned. And then after that, I was like, I'm going to stop looking stupid for you because we're not on the same page.
Yeah. So he's been living with Terry since you moved back to Maryland.
Yeah.
And so when that whole video I made, with the screenshots of that girl sending me stuff, and he was saying you guys weren't together anymore. So you guys weren't together at that time, but he was with Terry at that time.
And still is, yes. So he was sending those text messages while he's living under Terry's roof.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So he's not even being faithful to Terry. Like, and that's the funny part because everybody was like, oh, he doesn't look at Indy this way, or he doesn't love Indy, but he clearly loves this girl. But it's just like he doesn't love himself, so he doesn't love anybody. Like Harry needs like therapy because he just has so many like traumas and bad past relationships. I think that will help him to be better. But right now, he's young. He just got out. He wants to have fun. Like he's not even trying to really settle down 100% with her.
Yeah. Like he said in the season finale, he's like, life's still going on and I got to figure stuff out. Like he's pretty much just like making it up day by day. And
literally. And that's what it is. He takes it day by day. He doesn't look in the future. And then I think that's partly because growing up in the streets and stuff like that, you feel like you don't have a future. So it's just like he's still not looking towards like, what am I going to do 5 years from now? What I'm going to do 10 years from now? He's just literally taking it day by day.
Yeah. So was it let me see. So okay, so after the that video came out that I made, he started dragging you suddenly like the next day. Was that because did you say something to him about that video and he was denying it, or why did he start dragging you all of a sudden?
I definitely said something to him about that video and I was like, yeah, that's a little weird, I definitely said something to him, but I think he dragged me because, okay, so this is Harry's thing. if Indy's not giving him attention, he finds though bad ways to get my attention, which I tell him that's still not getting my attention.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't got nothing to say to you. It's done. Like curtains, like hang it up. And so then that's when he started doing stuff, because he knew like people will go and they'll send me messages and screenshots and be like, oh, Harry said this, Harry said that. And he knows that. So if he's not going to get my attention in a positive way, then he takes the negative route because he just wants some form of communication. So that's what that was about.
Yeah. And then your sister and him started going back and forth.
It was like a whole drag session. And I just like, listen, like I'm very like, kumbaya, like, even when you do me wrong, I'm still like, let's keep it copacetic, let's have peace. And they was just having like the best time of their lives, and I just like, leave me out of it. Like I don't want no parts. Like I was just like, what is going on? Like I was like, I didn't need anybody to defend me because I'm 30 years old, I can defend myself. But of course, that being my sister, she wanted to defend him, and then she doesn't like him on top of that. And then Harry, I just like, I don't know what's going on with you, because he was like, no, I wasn't dragging you. I was just posting these things. And because he said something stupid, like I was trying to like show these people like that whatever they're saying is not right or whatever I say, but that's not the energy that it was giving. I was like, it looks like you're trying to bash me. And how could you, when I was the only person who had your back? Like make that make sense for me. Like, but that's Harry.
Yeah, that's so messed up. That pissed me off so bad after everything you did for him. And he was just like dragging you, just pretty much mad because you got your own place and everything, and you're doing so much better without him.
Almost no appreciation for like the stuff that I've done for him. Like I feel like it's just like, even for now, like that tattoo equipment, I bought that tattoo equipment, the equipment that he's using to tat people. I bought that for him. It's like, it's no appreciation when I'm trying to have your back. Even as a friend, I'm trying to have your back, because I feel like, the people that he has around him now, they don't have his back. Everybody's okay with Harry being like nothing. And for me, if I say that I love you, even if we've moved past and we've moved on, I'm still going to have your back. I'm still going to want the best for you, because, it's like, you can be better. Yeah. But you had people in your ear, and so you're not trying to be better. Like even with this show, we were supposed to, take off and do better and like, have places, invest in stuff. And he wasn't supposed to still be in this position that he's in. He was supposed to elevate, and he's not.
Yeah. So he's still with Terry right now?
So he's still with Terry, yes.
Has he been working or anything that you know of, or was he working while you were still talking to him last?
So it's like every job it seems that he gets, like after like a week or a couple of days, something happens, and then the job gets pulled or he can't make it to work. It's always something. So right now, as of now, I don't think he's working.
Okay. Hello, Kennedy. Hello, AT2. And there's a few questions I saw people comment in the comments that I'm going to get to. I have it on my list, so I got you. I'm going to go through all the comments here in a sec, too. So hang on. So you had no idea about Terry until you saw the text?
So I didn't know about Terry until, I knew about her like in the halfway house. But so what happened was I had went through his phone, and I looked into his little iCloud account, and then I saw like pictures and stuff like that. And behind the scenes, like this is not on the show, I had ended up sending her a message, and I kind of let her know, like, he's in a situation. Like I have a kid, like I'm coming up here. And so, could you just, fall back? And she was like, oh, I didn't know. Sorry, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to leave him alone.
Yeah.
And clearly she didn't. So,
That was Terry, or that was one of the other girls he was messaging?
No, this was Terry. That knew that. And the other girls he was messaging at the same time as Terry, they were really kind of they wasn't really factors because they didn't live in the same state.
Yeah. So did Terry reply to you or anything, or did she just
agree? She replied. She was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know that he was with somebody. Like, I feel hurt because I've been talking to him for a couple of weeks now. And I'm like, okay, well, I've been talking to him for like a year. So could you just fall back? Like, I was like, you didn't, because at that time he had his Instagram name was my name. So it was Indy's World. He had pictures all up of me. And he has the big tattoo across his chest with my name. And then he has my kid's name on his rib tattooed. So I was just like, you don't see the tattoo. Like when he takes his shirt off, you didn't see my name. Like, nonetheless, I was like, you didn't know. So I'm just asking you, could you be respectful and just fall back? Like, this is on him. I'm not mad at you, sis, but could you just, fall back? Yeah. she was like, okay, I'm going to leave him alone. And then as we continue, clearly she didn't leave him alone. She kept it going, but she always knew about me because we exchanged words. But she just felt like, I'm going to still mess with him for whatever reason. I think it was because she knew that he was on a show because we filmed in front of the halfway house. So everybody inside there knew that he was on a show. So I think when she said it was something about him, it was that you want to be on the show.
Yeah.
Because it's like she wants to replace me and make it seem like they're this big power couple.
Yeah.
And a lot of people call her out on it. And it was like, but because she said she didn't want to be on the show. And they was like, well, you signed the contract. So if you didn't want to be on the show, you wouldn't be on the show. So clearly you wanted to be on the show.
Yeah, that's what I think, because like to lose your whole job over him and he doesn't really have anything to offer whatsoever. I was like, it's got to be the show. That's the only thing I could come up with.
For sure. Yeah. And I think also like, even though I'm in therapy and stuff like that, so I know that like my decisions is based off of lack of love for myself. But sis is dealing with the same thing because anytime you're okay with mothering somebody, it's like the lack of self-love for yourself. I feel like, she kind of lets Harry get away with stuff. She's not really helping him to be better or to progress in life. Like to me, it's just like, oh, you want to smoke? Okay, cool. You want to drink? Like you want to do weed? You want to drink? Okay, cool. But it's just like, that's not cool. He should be getting himself together. He should be seeing his daughter. Like he should be on a better path than what he was before he went in.
Yeah. Was he seeing his daughter a lot when he got out? Like, no. Have you talked to Fatima or met his daughter?
So I've never really had any conversation with Fatima. Fatima, I know she knows about me, but we've never like had any words or anything like that. But I was around Ava. She's such a sweet little girl. Fatima did a great job at raising her. And then Coco loves Ava. Like they were like this because they're the same age. They're both 5.
Yeah.
So they got along really well. And I paid for like daycare. Like I gave him money to like, cause she'll be like, hey, could you get her from daycare? Like I had to pay this and I would give him the money to pay for it. Like I'd be like, come on, let's go pick her up. And I'll go ahead and let him use my car or I'll go with him to pick her up. So I was trying to keep him on that path, but it's kind of just like fell off. I don't think they're in communication right now.
Yeah. Okay. So, let me see where I'm at. Was he still like after you moved back? Was he still trying to talk about getting married and having babies with you?
So not marriage, but in February he was trying to get me pregnant. Like, and actually, like me and Lydia had gotten to it really bad because she was like, "Bitch, I know you're not thinking about getting pregnant with him. Like, what the fuck?" Like she was pissed. Because he told his sister, he was like, Indy and I are thinking about having a baby. And I guess Carla told Lydia and they was pissed. And I'm just like, girl, like calm down.
Yeah.
But so that was, babies was still kind of in the picture, but not marriage. And then afterwards, I just like, yeah, no, that's stupid. We're not doing that. And so clearly I'm not pregnant right now.
Yeah, I was scared that you were going to be the one getting pregnant by then.
Honestly, I thought so too. And it's crazy because I was like, it was like I was, but it was like a chemical pregnancy. So it went nowhere, but I was just like, thank God. So it's like, it's almost like a miscarriage and stuff where it's so early that it's not, you don't get the same symptoms. You'll just start your period or something like that. So I did take a positive pregnancy test, but luckily like it didn't come about because I would have been ruining my life.
Yeah, that would have been a mess.
Yeah.
Have you, hang on, I saw. All right, so I know you and Lydia are cool. Are you guys really close now?
Yes, that's my bestie. So she's like the best thing that's came out of this entire situation. So we're super cool. She's thinking about actually coming to Maryland. She's going to come visit me soon to see if like she likes it here. And if she likes it here, she's going to start looking for places and stuff like that. I told her like, be my neighbor, sis. Like, so she's going to come and spend some time with me probably in June.
Okay, that's cool. So, and she might move up there. She's going to see how it is.
Yeah, she's going to see how it is. She's definitely going to see how it is.
Yeah, because I saw her interview with Kiki and Kibitz, and I think that at least you got something out of that situation. You got a good friend.
That's it, a good friend. Because here it's like that's not a situation that's happening anymore, and it's like Indy's moving on with life. Like it's just like I gained back my weight. Like I'm in a happy place. I don't have time for the stress.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm good to do. Have you been seeing anyone? else? Have you been dating, talking to anybody?
I have a crush. I definitely have a crush on somebody. Like, and I post this. If y'all stay tuned and y'all look on my Instagram, I post him a lot. Like, he has like these little motivational videos. Like, he is so cute, and like, I'm crushing. I might have slid in his DM, so I'm just waiting, for a response.
Do you have people hit you up all the time? Do you have dudes hit you up like, screw Harry, I can treat you better?
Yes, all the time. But you know what? I'd be like, if you ever seen the show, I don't know if I want that. Like, because it's just like, when people see you at your worst, because that was me at my worst. Like, I'm accepting all types of mental and emotional abuse and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if you've seen the show, I don't want you, because I don't want you to think that that's what I'm accepting now.
Yeah.
Me now is not accepting no shit.
Yeah, and sometimes it's better to find someone out who hasn't seen the show, so they want to actually be with you for you, not just because you've been on a show or thinking you're going to get some kind of spinoff or something.
Exactly. And so this other guy, he has more followers than me, and he already has his own little clout and his own little fame. So for me, I'm like, I would date somebody like that, not somebody that's seen the show, because I don't want them to think that like they can just do anything with me, because we're not doing that anymore. This is like self-love and self-worth.
Yeah. So do you still talk to your sidekick? You just
So not as often. Like, I'll probably go maybe like every 6 months, like when something big is happening, or like, I just need some clarity on something, but not as often, no.
Yeah. Let me see. I know you moved in. You also go to. Would you date another inmate?
No. No.
Or would you be on another season? Have they asked you to be on another season? I guess you're not really dating an inmate, but
so they definitely did. They asked us to be on Life After, but I said no, because I was like, I'm not gonna be fighting with Terry over Harry. Like, we're not doing that. I'm not being in nobody's love triangle. Like, I'm giving main character energy. I can never be anybody's side character or none of that. So I said no. But like, hopefully maybe we can get a spinoff or something like that,
Yeah, they need to give your family a spinoff, like especially with following your mom and your whole families.
I think that would be dope. And then I think they could focus on that with my mom, and then we can focus on like my love life, maybe me dating or something like that. But as far as going into Life After, nope, because I refuse to be in anybody's love triangle.
Yeah, and your mom, like, I didn't even know how much your mom does. Your mom be singing, all kinds of stuff. Do the bounty hunter stuff. I saw her, I think it was like on Kiki and Kibitz, like singing. I was like, oh my goodness.
A whole bunch of hats. Like, my mom does everything, like literally.
Yeah. Literally. And she's good. So what's next for you in the future of indie after this show?
So I definitely want to get into like more entertainment stuff, maybe a little bit of acting, or maybe our own spinoff. Like, I'm becoming a doula, so I'll be like getting into these classes this summer, because I'll be kid free. Dating, like I want to invest in the next year or two. I definitely want a house, because right now I'm in an apartment, but I want a house.
Yeah.
So it just like pretty much like elevate my life, and because I've always wanted a cabin house. So like right now, like I'm working on my credit score, like I'm in therapy, like I'm just trying to get my life together, so that way I can have everything I want and my kids can have everything that they need.
Yeah. When you were with Harry, were you giving him like credit cards and stuff like that?
So I wasn't giving him credit cards, but like if he needed money and stuff, like I definitely was helping out with certain stuff.
Okay, and let me see. Let me go through here real quick, because I think I got all the questions I want to talk about. Is there anything else that you want to talk about while I'm going through these comments trying to find some questions?
I don't know. I can't think of anything right now. I feel like I'm trying to look at these comments too.
Terry wants to check.
Somebody said, do you know if Harry got paid for the show? So Harry didn't get paid for the show. Like, supposedly, I guess, like when you're like your first season or something like that, you don't get paid. And then once if we would have went on to Life After, then he would be getting paid. So Harry didn't get paid.
Yeah, I was actually shocked by that, because I know they have some law where you can't get paid for your first season, but I thought since he did Love during Lockup that he'd be getting too. Yeah, he get paid for Love After.
I thought the same thing, and then he was like trying to explain to them like, this is me technically into another show and I'm out now. So he was trying to figure that out too. They still really haven't, but I think that he should have gotten paid. Like, I do think that he should have.
Did he have to sign an NDA too?
Yeah, we both did. Harry wasn't supposed to be talking as much as he did.
That's why.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of talking, but he shouldn't have.
Someone said, is he currently asking you for money?
So no, like the last time he asked me for something, maybe it was a couple of weeks ago, and I did give it to him, but I was like, you have to pay me back, and he did. So yeah.
Okay, let me see. Find some more questions. Someone said you need to get a grown man. Harry was too young. I agree.
I agree. I think he has a lot of growing to do.
Yes. A lot of people say you look pretty. Harry's a man child. So you have no plans to go back to Harry at all?
No.
Okay.
It's just like, I think maybe if a couple of years pass or something and he's grown and I'm not in a situation, possibly. But I think the only thing that we can offer each other at this moment is friendship and nothing more.
Yeah. Did he get his home plan transferred to Terry's house?
So he said no. He was like that I don't know what he's done or whose address he's using, but he said that his address is not set at Terry. So I guess he has to figure that out.
Whoa. He's playing with fire right there in case this PO shows up on him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Someone said, I'm from Cleveland. I know people that know that bum. He's hanging around in the projects posing. It's the bum for me.
Harry has to grow. Like, I really wanted him to, like, literally at one point, I even said, listen, we don't have to be together. If you want to come to Maryland, you can come here, get on your feet and get your own place. Like, I just think that he needs to be around a whole new crowd. But it's just like when you're used to like a certain lifestyle and you're just used to certain people, you're scared to take that leap. But I honestly think he needs like a fresh start in a whole nother state around all new people, because like the path he's going down, like it's a sad one, you know.
Yeah, he needs a new like playground and playmates, because Ohio, where he's at, is just not doing it for him.
I agree.
Someone said Indy should go into modeling. Great cheekbones.
Thank you.
And someone said that people pay to get cheekbones like you.
Thank you.
So when Harry was talking to all these other people, it was on that phone that you bought for him?
Yes. So that's the disrespectful part, that it definitely was on, like when he was talking to all the other girls along with Terry and everybody else, it was on the phone that I bought him. So it's just like it's no respect. Like he has none. He has no respect or regard for me. And I don't think that he has 100% appreciation for all I've done. I feel like he kind of just sweeps it under the rug. Like he's used to people not being there for him. And so when he finally had somebody that was there for him, like he just treated it like it was just nothing.
Yeah. AT2 said, do you feel like he ever really loved you, or was he just entertaining the idea for TV?
No, I think that Harry loved me. I definitely do. He has my name tatted. He has my kids' names tatted. Like, I really think that he wanted to be this guy. But I think when he got out, like, the temptation was like, the lack of self-control and temptation really got him. But I think he wanted to be serious. Like, even when I stayed there, because I was there for months, like, we had some really sweet moments. And, like, he really did try. It's even moments where he's cried. Like, I feel bad I regret how I've done you. It's just I don't have any kind of control, and I'm not ready right now. So I think he does love me. I just think right now he just wants to be outside.
Yeah. Was there any like explosive moments or any tea from anything they like filmed and didn't show on the TV?
I feel like they left out a lot of stuff. Like when my mom seen, she said a lot more than that. Like she really got to his ass way more than that. Like she told him that he was nothing and all this other stuff. And he kind of agreed with her. So like, you know, it was those kind of moments. We've had like big blowout fights, like, and me, like I'm very kumbaya. So if I'm yelling at you and stuff like that, like I've reached like my maximum point. So I think they left out, a few things. And then I feel like they kind of focused a little bit more on all the drama, and we didn't really get to see a lot of sweet side of Harry.
Yeah.
He does have a sweet side, but it was more so focused on the drama. So I think they left out like the sweet stuff he did for me, because they just wanted to make it seem like it's something that it wasn't.
Was he ever doing sweet stuff for you like he did for Terry, like the whole flowers and breakfast? I don't know what he was doing with that egg when he was making breakfast.
I don't know what was going on with that egg, because he's made me breakfast before and he's never like fried it. Like I don't know if that was for the scene. And I did have to say, so that breakfast scene, Harry gave me the heads up on that scene. Like he literally called me and was like, I gotta tell you something, we're gonna be filming this scene, like I know you're gonna see it, and like I feel like it's disrespectful, so I do have to tell you. So he did give me the heads up on that. But like he's done nice things, like brought me like, you know, Starbucks in the morning, like made breakfast in bed, that kind of stuff. He's done stuff, but you know, the bad definitely outweighed the good.
Yeah. Someone said, what's the name of the band your mother is in? What go-go band in the DMV area?
I will have to ask her, because it's like, I feel like she's always in somebody's band. So I don't know what's the new one now.
Yeah. Isn't her name like Gemini Songbird or something?
Yeah, Gemini Songbird. That's her Instagram. So y'all can go ask her directly. Okay. Somebody said, if Harry left Terry, would you get back with him? No. I think that if Harry went to therapy and he actually really did some work, then yes, I would think about getting back with him. But just because he left Terry, no, that doesn't mean he's going to be faithful. No.
Yeah. Someone said, how did your daughter's father feel about you moving to Ohio? Moving her to Ohio.
So Nicole's father is not in the picture. We haven't talked to him in a long time. Like the last time we had a conversation with him, actually Harry had talked to him and was like, listen, I'm going to be in your daughter's life. Like, you know, I'm in it for the long haul. So, you know, I'm going to be taking over from here. And he just kind of was like, okay, but he's not around and he doesn't do anything for Nicole. Like I'm by myself on that.
Yeah. Someone asked if Terry's pregnant.
No, she looks pregnant, and I've asked her 100 times, like not even being shady. She does pregnant, and I've asked him that. He was like, heck no, she doesn't want any kids. Like she's just focused on her career. Like she doesn't want kids right now, so she's not. And I was like, okay.
Well, if he's using the pull-out method, like that only goes.
And that's what I said. I say it's a matter of time. Like, yeah, she's not pregnant now, but you don't use condoms, and you're just willy-nilly busting her. So it's a matter of time.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's all the questions I have for you today. Thank you so much for coming on. Are you still going to start a YouTube channel or anything like that?
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to start a YouTube channel. I'm going to start probably with like a apartment tour. Mm-hmm. So my furniture all comes in June, like by June 15th. So that'll probably be like my first video, but I'll do like Q&As. I'll do like makeup tutorials, lashes tutorials, because everybody always asks how to put on the lashes. So I'm really gonna do that for sure.
Yeah. Someone asked if you did Lydia's makeup. Did you do Lydia's makeup for her during
the show? No, Lydia does makeup herself. She's a makeup artist. So if you're in Cleveland area, go get your makeup done, because she does a good job. Like she's done my makeup a couple of times. So yeah, she does a really good job.
Yeah, well, that'd probably be good with her moving to Maryland. You guys can like team up and collab on stuff.
I was like, girl, it's a hot girl summer. Bring your ass on. Like, so she definitely needs to come. I think she will have fun, and then I think like the dating pool out here, it will be good for her. Like I think that she needs like, you know, somebody special in her life.
Yeah. Someone said, "What's your ethnicity?"
So I'm on my mom's side, we're Native American, and then on my dad's side, I'm Somalian.
And she said you still talk to Harry's other sister. She's really good friends with Lydia, she said.
So with Carla, I don't know. It's weird. I think she's team Terry. Like I love her. I have respect for her. We kind of slightly formed a bond, but because she always knew about Terry, she never really wanted to be fully in, because she was already hanging around with Terry and stuff like that. So she was not fully invested in our relationship, but I definitely have love for her. We did have some good times together. We had fun. Me and Harry would spank her and her man's ass in spades all the time. But I think she's more so team Terry.
Yeah. Someone else asked, you haven't started your YouTube channel yet, have you?
Not yet, but I do have a YouTube up, but I'm going to, you know, change it up and make it more so about what I'm about to start putting on there.
Okay. Well, when you do, let me know and I'll share it. Is there someone said, is your brother single?
No, he's not. Sorry, guys. He's in a relationship. Sorry.
And someone else asked, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aquarius. So I'm an Aquarius sun, Capricorn moon, and a Virgo rising. So that's why I be giving people chance after chance after chance after chance. But when it's over and we detach, it's really detachment.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's all the questions I have for you today. Is there anything like, do you want, I linked your Instagram below. But what social media do you want people to go follow you out? Where can people find you?
Follow me on Instagram. It's Indie_Love I'm definitely gonna make a Twitter too, so that way we can talk, and I'll start going live and being a little bit more like interactive. Like I kind of like to detach sometimes from social media because it can be too much, but
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna be a little bit more on it.
okay. Well, sounds good. Thank you so much for coming on here. I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me today. I wish you the best, much success. Just keep that dude in the rearview mirror.
Yes. Moving on and moving forward.
Yeah, and well, I guess one last question: where do you see yourself in 5 years? Someone asked that.
So I definitely see myself like being successful, a successful doula. I see myself having a spinoff, like I'm manifesting that for myself. I see myself being in my cabin house, like that's my dream home. I want a cabin house in the middle of the woods, like I want to grow my own fruits and veggies. Like, and I just want to be like low key. Like I want my kids to have everything that they want to have. So, you know, whatever I have to do to make that happen, that's what I'm going to do. But that's where I see myself in 5 years, and maybe possibly with one extra kid, because I go back and forth if I want a son because I'm 30. So it's just like, you know, maybe in the next couple of years, we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, sounds good. There's one more thing I saw someone say. I don't know where.
Somebody said their birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Happy birthday, Sonia. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and for being interactive in the chat. I hope you guys all have a good day. All right. Thank you, girl. See ya.
See ya.
Okay. Get these.